let's identify the center and radius of the circle. Okay, so the given is at the um, also general equation. X squared plus y squared minus 6x equals 7. So first thing is to regroup it. So combine the same variables, x squared minus 6x, and then y squared is equal to 7. Next, so the x group, pangunahon. So x squared minus 6x. So we will operate the completing the square. So half of the coefficient of x and then square it. So coefficient of x is 6. So 6 divided 2 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So we'll add 9 here and 9 also at the right side. For y, wala siya kauban. So just carry it here, 9 squared. And then we will factor this group. Parang sa x na to. So x squared minus 6x plus 9 is the sum of a perfect square. So to determine the factor of this, just divide it to 2 ang coefficient of x. So 6 divided 2 is 3. So the factor is 3. Just copy the sign, x minus 3 quantity squared plus y squared. So 7 plus 9 is 16. So since we derived the standard equation of the circle, so makuha na to iyahang center and radius. So center is 3, 0. And radius is just 1. May r squared, so square root of 16. So r is equal to 4. Next example, x squared plus y squared minus 14x plus 2y equals negative 14. Combine like terms, x squared minus 14x plus y squared plus 2y equals negative 14. So this is ang x group and then one siya ang y group. So x squared minus 14x. So divide na to ang coefficient sa x, which is 14. Divide to 2 and then multiply by itself. So 14 divided 2 is 7. And 7 times 7 is 49. So we add 49 here at the left and also at the right side of the equation. So that's for the x. This is x group. For y, y squared plus 2y. Ang coefficient sa y is 2. So 2 divided 2 is 1 and 1 times 1 is also 1. So 1 ang atong i-add here sa left and sa right. And this is the y group. So mo ni siya ang sum of a perfect square, x squared minus 14x plus 49. To determine the factor of it, just divide ang coefficient of x by 2. So 14 divided 2 is 7. So 7 ang iyang factor. So x minus, just copy the sign. So x minus 7 quantity square. And put sa y group, y squared plus 2y plus 1. This is the sum of a perfect square. Just divide the coefficient of y, which is 2 by 2. So 2 divide 2 is 1. So 1 ang iyang factor. Copy the sign, which is positive. So y plus 1 quantity squared. And then add itong mga constants. So negative 14 plus 49 plus 1. That's 36. So this is the standard equation of this katong equation na to kanina. So since we have in the standard equation na, you can get the center and the radius of the circle. So the center is 7, 1, 7, negative 1, and the radius is, since r squared is 36, so the radius is equal to square root of 36 or 6. Okay, another example. 16x squared plus 16y squared plus 96x minus 40y is equal to 315. So first we group it, combine same variable, 16x squared plus 96x plus 16y squared minus 40y minus 315. Take note, the squared parts sa itong mga variables has a coefficient of 16. Sa atong previous nga example, all of the coefficient of our square parts are 1. 1 ang ilang coefficient. But in this example, 16 ilang coefficient. So, before ta mag-conduct of completing the squares at pag-operate, we will just ilahi nato ang coefficient nga 16 sa x at sa y na itong nga group para mahimong 1 ang coefficient sa x squared o sa y squared before din ta mag-start to use completing the square. Okay, so for x, so paggawas na itong 16, so 16 times x squared, so 1 na lang yung coefficient. And then 96 divide 16 is 6, so 6x. And then, since 1 na lang yung coefficient sa ato ang x squared, we could start to use the completing the square. So 6 divide 2, that's 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 ang atong i-add sa atong x na group. Now we will also add 9 sa atong right side. However, since ipagawas na to atong 16, ganina, this is supposed to be 96, ngayon mo na lang siya of 6. So, ato po na siyang dalon dito sa ato ang right side. Iuba na to siya. So, we will multiply 16 times 9 para ma-equate ang ato equation sa left and sa right. Okay. That's for the x. Ang sa y, pagawas na to ang y, ay ang 16. So 16 times the quantity of y squared. So 1 na lang yung coefficient ani. Minus 40 divide 16, that's 5 over 2. 5 over 2 over y. I-divide na to siya sa 2. So 5 over 2 times 1/2 is equal to 5 over 4. So kaning 5 over 4 ato aning square. So may mo siya 25 over 16. So we will add 25 over 16 here at the left side and also sa right side. Take note, ipagawas na to ang 16 ganina. So we will also add 16. multiply na to siya sa ato ang i-add nga 25/16. So 16 times 25/16. So this is kani siyang x group. This is a product of, this is the sum of a perfect square, x squared plus 6x plus 9. All you have to do to determine the factor, just divide the coefficient of x, which is 6 by 2. So 6 divided 2 is 3. Copy the sign, so x plus 3 squared. Just carry 16, wala patagi. But ana, plus 16 times, kaya na po na grupo, y squared minus 5/2y plus 25/16. This is sum of a perfect square. Kwaon na to ang half ani siya niya sa coefficient of y to determine the factor of a perfect square. So 5/2 divide 2, that's 5/4. So 16 times y, quantity of y minus 5/4. Wala na ako na-edit. Wala ni siya dapat. Square. And then we will add this one. 315 plus 16 times 9 is 144. And then 16 times 25, tanggal ni siya. 25 na nabilin. So, since napamani ang 16 here at the right side, but in our standard equation, walay coefficient sa gawas sa ato ang standard equation. So atong i-divide ni sa 16 para ma-cancel out ang 16 diri sa left. Divide na to 16 on both left and right of the equation. Divide natin 16 para mawala ang 16 here. So 315 plus 144 plus 25 is 484/16. So this is the standard equation. Quantity of x plus 3 squared plus y minus 5/4 squared is equal to 484/16, or that's yung simplified ani is 121/4. That's equivalent to 11/2 quantity squared. So since this is our standard equation of our circle, we can get the center and the radius of our circle. So the center is -3 and 5/4, and the radius is 11/2 or 5.5.